Good morning, Paul Georgie from Allendale. It's December 17th, Tuesday morning, and we're hoping for a turnaround Tuesday today in the corn and wheat markets. However, thus far it's been a quiet session overnight. Soybeans off 6 to 8 cents as we speak on profit taking after yesterday's rally. But talking about the corn market first, the corn market continues to struggle because of the Chinese possible rejection of U.S. corn. And they've rejected 3 cargoes here in the last month, and potential more contamination of the MIR 162 GMO strain. So that's got the trade very concerned about getting excited in the corn. We did have South Korea come in and buy corn, U.S. corn, overnight, and another shipment of corn has been moved forward going to South Korea. So those are a bit supporting, but overall still we have weight on the market. Basis yesterday was lower. We had anywhere from 2 to 5 cents lower in corn basis across the Midwest. Demand at the river terminals have slowed down considerably because of the cold weather. Rivers have become frozen and much more difficult to navigate, so that is causing some weakness in basis as well. Farmer selling continues to be very limited at this point in time. The concern over China, why should we be concerned? China is our 3rd largest importer of U.S. corn, and thus far we have sold, in this marketing year, we've sold 5.7 million metric tons. We've got about 3.7 million metric tons left to ship. So any change in their plans could have a definite impact on the supply and potential ending stocks of corn here in the U.S. On the soybean side, NOPA crush came out yesterday, a big positive number for November, 2% higher than a year ago. Demand for meal continues to be very strong, but this morning, follow-through news, it's hard to find at this point. South American weather is favorable. There's a few spots that are too wet, a few spots too dry, but the majority area and the growing conditions of the crop have been very good in South America, with the potential of another record crop coming out of Brazil and Argentina and soybeans. Comparing protein values, however, with the Chinese potential and continued talk about them canceling DDGs because of this GMO contamination, as they call it, the value of a pound of protein in DDGs is running at about 37 cents, where soybean meal value is right at 52 cents. So if this DDG stays in the U.S., it could become competitive with soybean meal, and I think that's having effect on the crushers and the soybean traders here today. In the wheat complex, we've got lower prices in Paris this morning. Not a lot of news. The weather conditions here in the U.S., the extreme cold. We've got snow covers on most of the wheat, so not a problem there. And the wheat has been a follower here with since the last USDA report, suggesting that we've got plenty supplies in the U.S. and in the world. The other news, we got Secretary Vilsack going to China for a meeting on Friday. That the USDA says that is a regular scheduled meeting, and not specifically on the GMO issue, but one would think that very well could be discussed. We also have the FOMC meeting on today and tomorrow. We should get the minutes tomorrow. A survey done by Reuters, 40% of their surveyed traders expect some type of tapering on the QE3. So we'll be watching for that tomorrow as well. In the livestock trade, cutout values were higher in beef, 108 higher in choice, 140 higher in the select. No trade yet in the cash market. Futures bouncing off of their lows, looking for some continued follow through there. Pork cutout values were sharply higher, $4.16 higher yesterday. We still struggle with the large amount of meat, competitive meat or competition at the retail counter from poultry. Expect some fill-in buying here maybe today, tomorrow, and then demand for meat could get rather quiet going into the end of the year. So a lot of reasons to stay in touch with Allendale's research. We wish everybody a very successful trading day, and we'll talk to you tomorrow morning.